Yo, what is going on, everybody? In today's video, I'm going to be going over the balance changes, the very specific balance changes actually, for KCR, K Crimson Requiem. So this in this update, they have, of course, they've nerfed but also buffed the stand, but majorly they've made it kind of a beast. There's many people saying that bro is way too OP for like a variety of reasons. So first, let's take a look at his skill tree. So as you can see, the skill tree. So I have 91 skill points because I use some for my character. So 91 points, and look how expensive this is. Like, I had 91 points. So this skill tree costed us 62 skill points to max out. 62. So for 62 skill points, you get Destructive Power 5, a Chop, which I'll get to in a moment. Give me 1 second. The Dimensional Slash, Epitaph, Raging Demon, Time Skip, Time Erase, Reality Marble upgrades, and Time Erase upgrades. So the skill tree, by the way, is like basically the same as last time. It's basically the same. Not much has changed at all. They just kind of ordered the bottom here. Still the same amount of upgrades. I think Reality Marble got like one more, and so did Time Erase. But besides that, the upgrades are all the same. And there's actually a lot that changed within this stand. The first thing which I'm going to get into is the fact that they gave Bro a Chop. They gave KCR, King Crimson Requiem, a Chop. Yeah. The Chop is standard KC one. Same exact damage, same exact bleed. They just copy-pasted a Chop onto KCR, which definitely makes this stand a menace. This stand is like a menace now. It is absolutely stupid, especially considering that it has Dimensional Slash, the Raging Demon, and everything else. But I'll show you why it's actually not as OP as you think, okay? I'll show you. So besides the fact that they gave Broski Chop, we can take a look at the M1 damage, which now the M1s do 9.7 instead of 10.1, and the Barrage does 1.6 instead of 1.8, which it did before. So now 1.6 instead of 1.8, and 9.7 instead of 10.1. I don't know why they did this. I think, I don't know. They wanted to keep KCR 2.0 and D4C Love Chain with the highest M1s, but they didn't want to make them too high. Because before, if you had KCR Hamon, you could have the funny 15 damage M1s. And with D4C, you could have the funny 22 damage M1s on Vamps. And if you crit with those M1s, you could do like 30, which is so stupid, but was hilarious. But besides the Destructive Power getting a little tweak, because Paragon wants to kind of make everything do less damage to prevent me from doing my beautiful one-shot combos with literally like every stand. The next move, which we could take a look at, is the actual Scythe for KCR. So the Dimensional Slash still does 32 damage, and the cooldown is about the same. So nothing changed within this move, still the same. It is still cancelable on knockdown. I'll see if I can show you guys. So it's actually cancelable on knockdown. Let's wait for his next set of M1s. Yeah, see, it's cancelable on knockdown, and it's still 20-second cooldown with 32.2 damage. The next thing, however, that changed with KCR is the Epitaph. Now, they might have over-nerfed this aspect of KCR. Yes, he got Chop, and yes, he got more expensive. Or, yes, he got, like, kind of his Destructive Power the same a bit. But, like, They made him way more expensive, and now he has a big problem. And the problem is, here it is. So there's a bit of things which changed. So first, the Epitaph did about 1.6 damage, while before it did 2.5. So before it did 2.5, and now it does 1.6. So they nerfed it shy of like 35%, the damage. But also, let me do it again. Look at that cooldown. 30 seconds. 30 seconds. Well, before the cooldown was just shy of 15 seconds for the cooldown on the Epitaph. So now, I mean, before it was like absurdly broken. You had Vamp, you did Epitaph counter, and you could keep looping those and no one could do anything. And if you got low, just Reality Marble, and then after Reality Marble, Time Erase, and keep looping counters, which is absurdly broken. I'm glad they kind of removed that, but Epitaph is exactly now half as effective as it was before. Cooldown doubled, damage halved, basically. So that's Epitaph. The next thing which I wanted to point out, besides the chop and the Epitaph, was so that the Time Erase got its cooldown slightly higher and got more moon gravity. No, the moon gravity stayed the same. The moon gravity stayed the same, but the cooldown got slightly higher by like 10 seconds. So the cooldown was slightly higher. Reality Marble was balanced to where you could no longer. Now it's C. Wow. The cooldown is 50 seconds. Wow. Okay. Wow. Okay. So Reality Marble can still trap people. Okay. Still traps them. Still blinds them. However, it no longer makes your opponent move slower, and the cooldown has been greatly increased. I'm not sure if the cooldown scales with the upgrades. I might have to check that. I might have to double check that, but basically, from what I'm seeing, the cooldown has just gotten higher, and people can no longer be slowed with Reality Marble, which is big change from last time. As well as Time Skip. Well, Time Skip just stayed the same. Reality Marbles is unusable. If I were you guys and using KCR, I would not at all. I would not even look at this like part of the skill tree. Maybe I'd get 1 to 2 Time Erase upgrades, but I would not look at the rest of the skill tree because you're paying 2 Reality Marble, 3, then 5, 7, and 9. You're paying 9 skill points for a 50-second move, which doesn't slow down your enemy. So, you know, and plus it's insanely predictable when you just like Reality Marble and then do the Scythe. Like everyone can see, anyone with like 2 brain cells can see it from a mile away. So I would say honestly, if you guys were looking for a build with this, Vamp is still completely usable. Shit barely got nerfed. I know Paragon further nerfed it today, but that doesn't do anything at all. Vamp is still ludicrously broken. So I would use Vamp. Boxing is a decent option. And whatever Hamon, Caesar also works. I mean, whatever works, to be honest, with KCR. KCR now is just like a pretty good balanced stand. Because like basically all of its cooldowns got doubled, but again chop, and counter got severely nerfed. So you guys can choose which spec to use. I mean, all of them are good besides spin and plug. I mean, unless you're good with plug, then by all means go for it. But yeah, these are the King Crimson Requiem changes. Thank you all so much for watching, and see you in the next video.